Welcome to 2026 Crypto Traders. When I started creating trading content for you guys, my goal was very simple. I wanted to share real market knowledge with you guys and also build the resources I wish I had when I first started trading. Now, it's been 8 years since I've been involved in trading crypto and also Forex. And even if one person can use the information that I share with you guys to trade with more clarity, confidence, or also discipline, then I've already achieved my goal. With that said, let's go straight into the pre-weekly market breakdown. Now, total market cap chart. Let's go step by step and I'll show you exactly what I'm viewing in the charts right now. Starting off on the total market cap on the monthly time frame, we closed the monthly time frame last month as an inside candle. It's a bearish inside candle, and we can also assume this is like an indecision or a doji candle. To me, I'm not concerned about how this monthly candle had closed. Ideally, what I wanted to see was the sweep off the low first, and then we'll see the move up. That may not happen, but I'm going to show you exactly what I'm seeing right now on the lower time frame. I'm going to go in the daily time frame first, and then I'll show you the weekly. So we've broken out of this consolidation area. We can see that price has been consolidating since December the 17th up until the beginning of 2026. We finally broke out of it on the daily time frame. I've got the inner boundaries, which are down here, which we've broken out of, but we also have these outer boundaries between 3.2 trillion to 2.82 trillion. Now we still got these outer boundaries. So although price has broken out of this, we've tapped into our target level 1. I'm actually thinking price may have some form of reversal around this area, and this could be a fake break. Of course, we want to see price move to the upside, but what I'm trying to share with you guys is the short-term move that I am seeing and expecting to the downside first. We have a lot of liquidations below. We have a lot of people longing the market right now. We also have a lot of people shorting the market. But what I can see in the short term is we may get a deeper move to the downside and take out the liquidity that's resting all around here. We can see we have the fib from A, B rejected off the 61.8, and we've tapped into our first target level. Normally, when we see this rejection of the 61.8 and price doesn't come lower, it's normally a fake bounce. Ideally, what I'd want to see is price to come back in and tap a bit deeper into the 78.6, and also, like I said, taking out these liquidity areas down here. Now, let's see how the weekly is looking. Now, although the weekly is looking pretty bullish, and even if we do close like this on the weekly time frame, there's only two opportunities. There's only two things that I can see right now. That we close the weekly bullish, and next week we'll get a bearish engulfing, tapping and taking out, and this could be a quick move to the downside, taking out the liquidity resting below down here, and then we'll continue our move to the upside. If we don't get that, and I'm completely wrong, and I don't mind this, that we would just move up from here. I don't think that's going to happen based on what I can see on the lower time frame. 4 hour, let's have a look at what we can see. So just zooming out on the 4 hour, we can see the way that price has been moving. It's not been strong, it's not been aggressive, it's not been like how we had these bearish candles to the downside. We've just been slowly working our way to the upside. And for me, that means we have a lot of low resistance liquidity all around these key areas that is likely gonna get swept at some point. And what we can see down here is strong resistance liquidity above down here. We've got strong resistance liquidity above down here as well. So let's see how that plays out. It's looking good. I'm looking for shorts for next week. I'm looking bearish, and I'll show you exactly what trades I'm currently in right now. Now on BTC, I'm currently in a short. I took a short earlier, a couple of days ago, and I got tagged in, I think it was around 90K. I had my stop loss at around 91.5, I want to say, and I got swept out, but I'm back in again. Now I want to show you the logic and what I'm trying to see down here. Let's go on the monthly time frame. Probably not much to show on the monthly right now. The monthly is showing something very similar to what we can see on the total market cap. Inside Doji, not really a concern for me. We've started off January and the beginning of the year as a bullish kind of move to the upside. Could this be manipulation coming up first? Then we'll come back down, sweep the liquidity, and then we'll get further distribution to the upside. Let's actually jump straight into the daily time frame. These red levels that I have down here, these are the zones that I'm looking at. So let's put in our consolidation area first. So here's our inner consolidation that we've broken out of, and then you can see the external boundaries, and these are also resting liquidity points that I'm looking at. Let me remove this for now. We can see the fib to the downside, A, B, C, rejected off the 61.8, closed below, come back up. Can we get price tapping into the 78.6 over the next day? 92.4, let's just call it 92.5K. Can we get a sweep around that area? We have a lot of liquidity resting above. Now, given the fact that we've tapped into around the 91K region, and that was what I was expecting, we have taken out quite a lot of liquidity. Could this be a fake move to the upside? And we can close the weekly coming back into this range. Let's see how that plays out over the next couple of days. I'm in the short from here. Price hasn't really moved much now. And my logic behind this, let's go on the 4 hour. My logic behind this is a fake move. There's low resistance liquidity resting below. I want to target minimum the bottom side of this internal liquidation area, this internal consolidation. So we're looking at around 86.3K, my first target. Really, I don't want to really see a bounce off this level, and I can't really see that happening. I want to see price come a bit deeper. I want to see it tap into around the 84K region, and I will look for longs around here. I may have a couple of stabs because we could reject off this level here, or we could come deeper into around the, let's call it 80.5, 81K, 82K, around this region. We could come within that region, and I will look for longs around there. So based on what I can see right now, price is looking pretty good. I'm expecting an aggressive sharp move to the downside. And again, look, I don't care if I'm wrong and we continue moving up from here. I've told you exactly what I'm expecting. I am very bullish in the crypto market. I'm just trying to catch these short-term moves to the downside based on my strategy. So let's see how that plays out. We do have these strong highs down here. I don't expect price to come into this region. So let's see how that plays out anyway. On the daily, it's looking pretty clean. Let's see the weekly. So look, even if we close as this bullish engulfing on the weekly, that's of no concern to me. I am completely happy with that. So let's see how that plays out. Even if we tap into the 78.6, I think that might be a better sign for us because we'll reject off the 78.6 and then we'll get this bearish engulfing, hopefully just taking out, sweeping all of this liquidity, scaring people. Basically, we'll get mass capitulation, mass liquidations. People will still think that it's a bear market, and then that's when we'll get the big move to the upside. Now, last but not least, on Ethereum, monthly time frame, Ethereum doji candle rejected the 61.8, I have been expecting price to come lower, tap into at least the 2.5K region, if not come a bit lower into the 2.1K region. I've been calling that in my channel for a while now. Let's go on to the daily straight away. I'm in a short in Ethereum right now. My stop loss is above this minus 61.8, which is around 3.2K. Now, let me hope you understand the logic behind what I'm seeing right now in Ethereum. We've got this internal consolidation down here. Let's mark on these levels down here as well. So internal consolidation, broken out of it, strong bullish close above on the daily, tapped into our target level 1. Key sign for me, target level 1 has been tapped into. Could we get the reversal coming down deeper, tapping into these key levels down here? So I'm looking at around the regions of 2.8K and 2.6K. I'll come into that in a bit more detail in a second. But given that we've tapped into my target level 1, 4 hour, we've taken out some form of liquidity. Have we taken that out? We haven't yet taken out this high yet. Okay, that could be a positive sign for us. That could be a positive sign that price may not even come into that region. And even if we do, that can also be a positive sign, because coming back to the daily, we've then tapped into the 61.8. Fake bounce coming back down. I may have got in a bit early on this trade, but I have put a wider stop loss than usual on this. So let's see how that plays out. Now, on the daily time frame, looking at the external liquidity, we're still within this range. We're within this range. Now, even if we come in, fake bounce, fake break out of this level, coming straight back into this range down here that we have, we could just come down and break all of this liquidity area, tapping into the regions of 2.6K, 2.5K, and then let's just zoom out. I've mentioned the other areas that I'm looking at. And if we do continue going lower, we could get into the regions of 2.1K. Now we can see there is some form of negative news. Trump obviously bombing Venezuela. We've had some form of move in the market, but it's bullish price action. But could something happen next week? I mean, I don't really look at macroeconomics, but I look at simply technical trading, ICT. So let's see how that plays out. No further updates. I'm also in a long on Ethereum from the lows down here. I've closed 50% off my position. I'm also in a long on BTC, where I also closed 50% on my position. As you know, I'm in the short as well on ETH and also BTC. And I'm in a long on Algo as well, and I've closed 50% off my position. The reason why I've taken profit on all of my positions is because it's very, very important that you pay yourself. I'm up 100, 200%. So why would I not pay myself? And if the market continues moving to the upside, I'm more than happy because I'm still in those positions. My stop losses are at break even. I've also hedged my position on BTC long and short. So I'm completely happy with that as well. Now, if you like these types of videos, I trade the ICT strategy and I use crypto predominantly to trade ICT. I've also been trading Forex for the last 8 years, simply trading Euro USD. I find it more profitable trading crypto as I like markets that are more aggressive. If this content resonates with you, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment, and I'll see you in the next video.